Hey everyone, welcome to episode 159. I know it's the first one in, I think, nearly 2 months, 8 weeks. I'm not sure how long it's been. Apologies for the lack of episodes. It's not because I haven't had guests lined up to bring in. It's just on top of work, I've been dealing with a family situation the last month or so. So yeah, it hasn't been the best start to the year, but we should be underway from now on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll elaborate at some other point. But for now, it was just good to be back in the studio with the low-hanging fruit and talking shit as usual. Can't remember really what we touched on outside of the first sort of episode, first part. I think it was like Kebabs, personal hygiene, Balut, ASMR. But then, yeah, I'm not sure what came after this. Anyway, again, thanks for liking, sharing, following, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. Nice to see a few new people sort of in the mix. Subscribers going up despite the lack of episodes. Please keep sharing amongst yourselves. You know, we need all the support we can get to keep this thing running. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, requests, all that sort of crap, just flick them in. Enjoy.
There are improvement works ahead, so this train will terminate at the next station.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
How about that? Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little Greek rat who's probably been treated like a prince.
I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
You also had people that were very party.
It doesn't sound fresh is what I was aiming to.
Well, now that you say it, I've never... The staleness overbears the fridginess taste. Oh, it's okay. I'm not complaining.
Get out. I swear.
And you told him not to get a HSP.
Get out. What are you doing here?
That's a very good question.
Can I ask, why do you feel the need to have to bring food every single time?
Because our sessions go for 3.5 hours and I don't like eating at 9 o'clock.
So eat before you come.
Like an old man at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
But we don't start at 4 o'clock.
It's happy hour.
We start at like 6.
Yeah, and I got home at 10 to 6.
I don't believe
There's
that.
traffic
He
on the road.
was out there waiting.
So what happened with just having like a yogurt and going to bed?
What's a yogurt going to do?
No, like... no, seriously.
All right, I had water. You had a yogurt. Yeah, I drank it. I'm good to go now.
It's all right. I got this. I got my 80 bar. I got my Kit Kat and my little egg. Oh, the egg's for you, actually.
He laid it personally.
You're a scumbag, I swear.
It's called presenting.
I'm ready to jump over this table.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to open it. It's going to be melted. You're like, what's in my pocket? I mean, what do you want, man?
Trust him to have it wedged between his ass cheeks or something
I laid
for the
it just
entire
for you.
drive home. Like, thanks, man. Like, you were really thinking of me. You are killing me with those, man.
The volume's too loud.
So turn it down.
I can't reach from here.
Yeah.
It is it's picking up on everything.
He's screaming in my ear.
Yeah.
It's not a pleasant conversation anymore.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, well, I've turned the mics down. See, this is the thing.
What's up?
I need to pump up the gain, like, on this end, so I don't have to compress the shit out of it when I get home.
I'm guessing that's stale too.
No, I've never had one of these.
Oh,
it's an interesting taste.
I mean, with the amount of money that we're investing in this podcast, I would expect a quality, crisp audio dim by now.
Well, it is, isn't it?
It's too loud.
So turn it down from there, man. Stand up and turn it down.
I don't want to stand up. There we go. Which one am I? Here, look at him unravel it. This one. No, this one.
Do you think you can arch
go
it back
here.
a bit more there?
Let's go in here. Is it this one? I mean, you guys got to talk so I can hear. I can't hear anything.
I know you can't hear anything.
The egg
Turn the
fell.
volume all the way down.
It was so shocking
better?
that even the egg
There?
dropped.
You happy?
No, more.
More, he says. There.
What?
There?
A little bit more.
A bit more. There. It's essentially back to where it was, you freaking idiot.
No, that's way better. Way better. Way better.
Why do I do this?
You know, like when you walk into a room and there's like a smell and like it stinks, and then after 10 minutes your nose just gets used to it? Is there such a thing?
Where are you going with this, man?
No. Is there such a thing like with hearing, like sound? Like it
Well, when
sounds loud at the start, but then your ears adjust to
Well,
it?
think about when you're at a concert, I guess.
course it does.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, is there like a thing like...
Think about it. When you go to the Grand Prix and the cars scream around for the first hour or two, your ears hurt. Then after a while, they adjust.
Okay.
It's like your eardrums. Yeah, your eardrums get beaten into submission, basically, and it's like, oh, this is normal now. You serious?
Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever been to Formula 1 once, and I can't remember it.
Really? When did you go?
Oh, it would have been 13, 14.
So like 98 or 99?
Something like that, yeah.
I went to those ones. Yeah. Do you have any interest in the F1?
I like to watch it. I've never been. Oh, no, I've never been, but I would like to watch it.
Do you actually follow it?
Nah, I'd rather drive on the tracks than...
Well, you can just drive down Albert Park and drive.
I've done like those... You remember I told you guys I've done the Audi days and stuff on the tracks in Sandown. And,
I didn't know that.
Oh, didn't I? Oh. I used to do like every year we used to do like invitationals, and they'd invite like 10 of their Audi members of the club, and we'd go down and do like defensive... Yeah.
Did you have a jacket?
Yeah. And we used to do like defensive training. I've got photos of everything.
I feel like
you wearing his jacket?
I feel like I need to see him in the jacket just to say what a wanker.
Yeah. They used to give it out.
I'm sorry, man, but like it's another stratosphere when you wear the jacket with the brand of the car you're currently driving.
It's dicky.
It is. It's not just me.
Kind of like Joey with the Porsche. Remember how he dekes himself out with the Porsche?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all covered in boxes?
Yeah.
It's just boxes?
No, it's massively dicky. I agree.
It is, right?
As long as you recognise it.
Oh, 100%. You're a wank.
That's what makes it funnier to picture you at like 19. Like
getting in an R8 with a jacket on.
With a jacket on.
Just another day.
Who is this kid?
Just another day. Take a picture quick. Before the next person goes and stands next to it.
Literally, man.
I remember when I first rocked up to that day, the very first time, the guy, so the salesperson who ran a lot of those stuff in corporate was one of my mates. I got matey with him. And so that's how I got the invite. And the first time I stood next to a TT, the Audi TTs, those small two doors, and I was like, so how much is this one? And he's like, about 120K. I'm like, not expensive enough. Next. And everyone's just looking around like, is this kid serious? Like, he looks like he's fucking 13. Because I was shaved, back in the real estate days.
Beard back in the day. You really had like a baby face.
Yeah. That was great.
Not expensive enough. Bring me your finest steak. Seasoned with another steak.
Yeah.
Topped with lobster, please. And then open up a bottle of Brut and just like pour it like on top of everything. Brut. Like
it should be fermenting caviar at the bottom of the bottle.
That's another world, man. I don't know. How comfortable would you feel going to buy like a $200,000 car? How much money would you need to be earning to buy a $200,000 car?
To pay it off outright, like on the spot, or
to be comfortable to go actually buy it and pay it out, even if it's on finance.
Like hypothetically, or us personally? Hypothetically. So my boss drives a Lambo, like a new Lambo, and he earns, I would say, close to $500,000 a year.
What's a new Lambo worth? 200K?
250, I think he paid.
So he paid half his salary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know.
And he lives comfortably still. But obviously, like, maintaining the Lambo is expensive.
A mansion?
No, I think he rents. I'm pretty sure he rents.
He's got a landlord. He's got an Armenian landlord. The guy's like 55, chest hair, like just singlet with stains on it.
Eating a sub.
Yeah, rent. I'll get onto it.
Hey, give us a bite of that sub.
Not serious.
Is that pastrami?
It's got to be an Armenian. He looks like that guy from, it was one of the masterminds of the September 11 bombings. You remember when they caught him? There was that one Playboy guy who was like, he did it all for the cause of like Islam, but he was actually like a Playboy and had like.
Did they catch any of them?
Yeah, man.
No, I thought they all died.
No,
the actual.
Okay, John. The people that flew the planes died.
Yeah, they're the masterminds because they're the ones that.
They're not the masterminds. They were the puppets.
Masterminds don't drive the planes.
That's true.
Where do you think the smartest man
They send people to drive the planes. Yeah, doing Allah, Islam,
in John's army. In John's army, this is where he would fail. He'd be at the top of the command, like moving his little pawns on the on the chess pieces, the Warhammer like setup, and then he'll crack it at one of his insubordinates like, I can do it. So then he puts himself in the plane to fly out.
He's got a parachute on there.
Yeah. You see, this is what the brains of the operation
All right, let's
does.
just lock the steering wheel in this position. I'm out.
Yeah, sure, mate. You sure showed us.
Man, I had actually a brutal joke lined up for today, and I gotta figure out if I want to.
Is he going to get us cancelled?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell me?
Yeah, whisper it into the mic so no one
It
hears
has to do with two things, and I'm because it's so fresh. I'm not sure if it's.
All right, look, just give me the two subject matter, and I'll tell you if it's appropriate.
The recent preschool killings.
No.
And potentially a meme I've posted in the chat recently.
Yeah, no.
That may relate to.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Share it offline. You fucking idiot. Like, why is it always something sketchy?
You'll know pretty quickly if you scroll.
I love he's doom scrolling now looking for what the hell it was that he shared.
Because I believe the killings happened in Mexico, if that tilts you to the right meme.
Was it Mexico?
It's either Mexico or Spain or something like that.
You sure?
No, up. You'll know instantly what I'm talking about. I just don't know if it's...
Yeah, look, I'd advise not to share it at this point.
Okay.
Just for the sake of, I don't want to have to do more editing and try and figure out how to salvage the 11 minutes that we've been talking for.
Although we could just edit it out if we don't like it.
But then everyone's going to be asking, what was the joke?
Well, you just
What, you're going to edit this part out?
Is that just cut it out?
Are you planning on editing this whole conversation out?
Did you get that when I sent that?
What is it? Forehead?
Yeah, because you said that there was a kid.
Yeah, I said, got a forehead like a Japanese movie.
I literally just did that.
Yeah,
and I had to send
got
it
it.
to you.
Yeah, straight away.
Oh, I thought.
I think it's after that.
That character...
After or before?
After.
Patrick Healy has got to be one of the
one.
best movie characters of all time.
No.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, put two and two together there.
Oh, God.
I didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's the... I don't remember it. What do you...
The news story plus that...
What's the John Wick...
You don't get it?
Now, let me see what this is.
No, I don't get it.
Danny Trejo in John Wick.
Yeah.
Juan.
Yeah,
Wick.
Juan Wick.
Yeah. Am I missing an important part?
Okay, so you're inferring that Juan Wick has got something to do with the killing of preschoolers in Mexico?
This is what happens when you get a budget version of John Wick.
What?
You have to cut it out. This is what happens when you get a budget version of John Wick.
Did I miss something that happened in Mexico?
A guy took a hatchet and killed 4 kids.
I didn't know.
Oh, when was this?
Like yesterday.
I didn't hear about this. I thought you meant the other one in America.
No.
Where
So my delusional
version.
mind went straight to, well, this is what happens when Juan Wick gets unleashed into the world as a budget version of John Wick.
I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to edit this whole part now.
I think you just leave the whole thing out, to be honest. I had to get it out because I've been...
So start again.
John, why do you always have to bring food?
Well, you can't stop me, Jerry.
What is wrong with you people? You've been missing for too long, and it's like this is your little outlet where you can breathe.
As soon as I heard it yesterday, I had to...
Why?
I don't know, it just came up. I heard the thing and I was like, Juan Wick.
Juan. It's Juan.
Yeah.
Juan.
He's from El Dorado.
How do you pronounce that Spanish dish with the rice in the...
Paella? Paella? Is that the one? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
How do you spell it?
Paella.
Paella.
But when you say tortilla,
yeah,
you don't pronounce the L's, so it would be paella.
Well, that's if I'm talking Spanish.
Well,
yeah, if you want to be dick, yeah.
Well, you don't pronounce the L. It's like pollo.
Yeah.
You know?
Or jalapeno.
Jalapeno, yeah.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Hang on. So you're saying if you pronounce the word as it's meant to be pronounced, as it's spelt, that makes you a dick if you're not from that country?
No, not a dick. A bit douchey, but yeah.
Wait a second. So if you call it paella, that's like douchey.
It
That's
depends
up
in
to
the
you.
context. It's in the context, Tim. The context.
No, I think it's up to each person. You can do whatever you want.
If you sat down and you were saying, "Oh, I feel like some paella," oh yeah, that sounds good. But if you go, "No, Andy, it's actually pronounced paella," then you're a bit of a douche.
Then you're absolutely a douche. I agree. Yeah, because if they wanted people to say jalapeno, they would have spelt it in English.
Where am I?
In H with H. Yeah. I agree. But I'm not going to penalise someone for saying jalapeno as opposed to jalapeno.
Fell on the field. Red flag, yellow flag on the field. Flag on the field.
Third down.
10-yard penalty. Mispronunciation.
And you're out of here.
You just combine like another sport. Just put another sport in the mix. No, I'm not saying you have to penalise someone, but if you heard this person pronounce it like 8 times in a row incorrectly, would you not correct them at some point?
Probably not.
No.
What if it was your name?
I don't give a shit. People can call me titty slapper. Or
Well, the thing is, with people that
Your name's Andrew. So he pulls out the passport. Yes, have a good evening, Mr. Titty Slapper.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Andrew. It's Andrew, but thanks anyway. Like, what do you mean? Why?
I got plans tonight.
Why?
because this, I'll tell you what.
And there it is.
John's like, been there, done that. I'll tell you.
Why do I insist on these stupid meetings? I could sit here by myself, just unload for half an hour, then just play PlayStation.
I got to say, I would have liked to see yogurt sauce dripping all over his shirt right now. I wish he brought the kebab in.
No, there's a sign on the door. There's no kebabs allowed.
Yeah, that's actually a good sign.
No Mediterranean or European foods.
Just no salesman and no kebabs. That's
Kebabs are Middle Eastern.
What did I say? Oh,
There's a
Mediterranean.
correction. It's not the Mediterranean, man.
Oh, but
Whatever.
It's just rubbish, is it?
What? Did they not sit in the Mediterranean?
no.
No?
Turkey.
The Gulf.
Lebanese?
Kebabs aren't. Well,
Lebanon?
Turkey's in the in the Mediterranean, like the what's it called? The Mediterranean Sea in the whole fucking ridge. Yeah. Turkey's there, but kebabs are Turkish. You'd think they're more Middle Eastern.
Are they Turkish or Lebanese? Origination.
They're not Lebanese, they're Middle Eastern, but I mean, it's okay.
I'm not 100% sure, so I can't.
It's one of those. Okay, should we Wikipedia it? Someone
Maybe
wanna look it up?
Wikipedia it, so I can then slap you around a little bit.
Well, while he's
Just
looking that up,
in case I wasn't
while
wrong.
he was looking that up, I was going to say there's people that know me as John, and there's people that know me as my full name, Jonathan.
Or 8-ball.
There's only like 2 people that know me as that.
Anyone who listens to this
yeah,
should.
essentially.
And
One
that
and
one
two.
guy, and that one guy at Southland that calls him Mr. Dribbles.
Yes. No, because there's at the patisserie.
At the patisserie. No, because there's people that I don't bother with. Like, there's not people that I don't bother with. You know, like in a sense, like they're not worth your time in that sense. Like,
Hi, John.
Like, yeah, it's like what's your name, John? All right, see you later. Okay, and then there's the people that in your circle that know you as your proper name. That's all it is.
What do you prefer?
I don't really care, to be honest. Jonathan.
Never.
Here's a question.
I'll kill you.
What was the answer?
How we moved as well. Of all the inconsiderate crap that you've done on him, you happen to
I
call
prefer
it-
Jonathan. Never.
Actually. All right. The actual answer is, according to Wikipedia, which is hard and fast, it's a type of cooked meat dish that originates from the cuisines of the Middle East. Okay? And incidentally, you know how it's got the different spellings of it? Mm-hmm. It's got the kebab in Persian, Arabic, then Turkish, and then Northern American. In Northern America, they call it a kebab.
Yeah. That one's always weirded me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange. It originated in a 10th century Baghdadi cookbook. Wow. 10th century?
10th century?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho.
Fuck.
But then, yeah, like, I mean, you know,
Everyone sort of
kebab's kebab.
grabbed a version of it.
The reason why I don't like Turkish kebabs is because they use that processed meat crap. You know, the meat.
That's lamb.
Yeah, but it's not actual. Like if you go to get
It's minced lamb.
Okay, but if you get a suvo, if you go get a suvo, it's actually lamb. Like it's
Oh, you mean when they just squish on the...
it's not processed.
But from what I understand, it's just minced lamb, and that's how they keep it in a...
Yes.
Yeah,
supposedly. But you don't know... I mean, any mince is usually just
Do you
like
know any
leftover.
Turkish
It's
kebab
offal,
owners?
isn't it? Most of it.
No, I mean, yeah, it's all the leftover shit that people don't want to eat.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I have a problem with Turkish kebab because it's typically that squashed meat. It's not the actual.
That's why when they shave it, it's like a line, right?
Yeah,
It's like a
exactly.
line of meat. It's weird.
That's not right.
It's not right.
No. What was I saying? Oh, fuck.
I have a kebab like once every 10 years, so I don't know.
You serious?
I don't have it often.
Not even like a HSP?
Only recently, I've like once in a while, I have like
I
maybe,
have one like once a week at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is very easy to have a kebab a day.
The shop owner's put my specific order on his website.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's your order?
Andy.
It's like, so he never sold HSPs. He never sold HSPs, and basically I asked him one day, like, look, I'm sick of the... I got a HSP once from another shop, and it had raw chicken in it, so I never went back there.
How did it have raw chicken?
Yeah.
It wasn't cooked.
I got a mix, right? And as I put my fork into it, and then I ate it,
You had a cluck.
I was like, this is weirdly firm.
And then he had like a feather in his mouth.
No, I was like, this is weirdly firm. And so I, grabbed it out of my mouth, and as I was pulling it, it was the skin, like the sinew. And I was like, that's not right. So I kept pulling it out, and I got the chunk out, and it was just pink.
Were you
raw
like
chicken.
a magician with the handkerchiefs coming out of your mouth?
Well, with sinew. Yeah.
Just doing these ones.
Yeah, it was the sinew, like just pulling out. So I pulled the chicken out, it was raw, and then I went to complain, and they were like, no.
You got that
I just pulled this out of my ass. I went to Woolies and bought raw chicken.
Yeah. So then I asked my quality white dude around the corner about his chicken shop, and I said, look, man, I'm dying for a HSP. Like, I want a better option. And he made it for me, and then I was getting it about once a week, and he chucked it on the website so I can order it easy for me.
What's he actually call it, the HSP?
The end.
Yeah. Yeah, he calls
Surely
it,
he calls it after you. You're the one that brought it to the menu.
The NDSP.
Nah, I don't want to be singled out like that. People will be like, this fat cunt.
Would you ever want a sandwich named after you at a shop?
Yeah, man.
I reckon that's especially if it stays in the business for like 30 years. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Go to a shop and there's your name on the board. I'll have the John. What? Just
Yon the Devourer.
yeah, dude. Literally, that's a prestigious
meatball
thing.
sub.
In a New York deli next to the
With
Reuben.
17 slices of pastrami. Mortadella.
17 slices of
Hang on,
mortadella.
Hang on, wait. 17 slices of one cold cut and then more cold cut on top of that.
Oh, it's all cold cut. The
Yeah,
whole thing's
the
just
whole
cold
thing,
cut.
yeah.
There's no bread on it.
There's no bread.
It's just stacks of
They
different
start
cold
with
cuts.
bread, but then once it's all combined, they throw the bread off. And then it's just
That's a good idea, yeah.
condense it.
And then they just toothpick it or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
with
Skewer
an
it.
olive on top.
Of course, you need the olive. You're going to throw it out, but you'll, presentation-wise.
What is wrong with you people? I'm going to be asking that all night. I don't understand.
They actually had a really nice mortadella roll yesterday at Europa.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this doesn't taste like mortadella at all. It tastes like ham. And I'm looking at it.
Wait,
I'm like,
hang on, wait. Europa?
Yeah, they've got sandwiches and rolls
at
and all
the
that.
front bar.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dangerous, man.
What?
Because every time I go there, well, when I worked in the area, I'd go there to do like grocery shopping on my lunch break, and you walk past the sandwich counter, it's like, So it's like, you know what? I'll grab it, whatever. And then you see all the cakes lined up underneath. I swear to God,
You need balance in your life, man. If you're having
that
savoury.
is one food stand that I can't walk past without actually making a purchase. There's
Get a sandwich and then get a cannoli.
cannoli. I don't think I've ever had cannolis from Europa.
Very nice.
I know, I think
Very
Europa's
good.
overpriced.
Huh?
Europa's overpriced.
You just,
Depends. In some areas, yes.
What are you laughing at?
is this new merch or what is that?
Oh, this is old, man. I would
Is
have
it?
made this in like 3 years ago.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, like I was bored. It was during lockdown.
How do you wash that?
You throw it in the washing machine.
And that red fabric stays on?
Well, look at it. I mean, I clearly wash my t-shirts.
Yeah, it is a bit ballsy, like wrinkled, but
Well, no, I found
it's
it.
held pretty well.
Well, I don't know. It's just, it is what it is.
Do you make some quality merch? Where can I find that merch if I was interested?
I don't sell to people like you.
All right. Well, there goes the plug. Fuck yourself.
Actually, here's a question. Yeah. Outside of personal hygiene, right? The hygiene.
About once a month.
I know your routine.
okay.
All right, that's why I didn't want to go down there. I want to keep my lunch in. Clothes.
And I still want to eat later tonight.
At what point?
I thought you said you don't want to eat late.
It's just a bullshit. He's trying to present himself as being healthy when he's not.
What are you talking about?
It's a load of crap. It's a load of crap. I thought you would have known this by now, man.
I just didn't think he would catch himself out so quickly. Of
course he would.
After he said it
He
like
has
5
no
minutes
integrity
ago.
whatsoever.
Don't you know me by now?
It's just
Integrity. What do you think this is?
Front.
It's a day off tomorrow. I'm eating late tonight.
Just a
Well, that's
front.
it. Essentially now I have to.
HSP shops are open late.
Are they?
Yeah.
I might
Well,
make
yeah,
it.
until like
I'll make a
4
trip to
a.m.
Bentley then.
Wait, you go to Bentley Kebabs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the nearest kebab joint?
Here?
There was one on South Road, which was really good.
There's one in Clayton.
I think
but
it's
don't know if
still
that's
Nah, I think it moved. The one
Oh.
on South Road near the train station, Moorabbin.
With a car wash?
Yeah.
Is that gone?
I thought it was gone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Anyway, moving
No. There's one across from the trains.
Yeah.
They moved to that across location.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask why you made that? Oh, when I said Bentley Kebabs.
Because I used to know the owner at that one.
Oh, okay.
And he was just a weird dude.
With the food
The
all right?
type of dude that had dirty feet with toenails and never wore any shoes.
So I shouldn't eat that.
No, I think he sold it. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
If you see a big scruffy looking dude with a big scruffy looking
no,
beard,
no. It's
okay,
like
then
Andy,
he sold
you just
it.
described every kebab shop owner across the planet.
That is racist.
It's
I'm
the truth.
storming out as racist.
It's not racist.
Did he have
the guy could be from Poland. He'd still look like that.
long, dirty toenail?
Nah, this
dirty feet?
is like a clean shaven dude.
Oh, really?
Dude, when you go into a kebab shop and not see a guy that's like sweating profusely,
Usually I
with, like,
turn
a
around
dirty
at that
beard,
point.
just hovering over
Oh,
the
sorry,
grill.
mate. I thought this was Subway. My bad.
Yeah, I confused the Bagla Mum music and the you know what I mean? Yes, hello, friend. Sorry, I thought it was Subway. It's a van.
This is better than Subway. It's Sweatway. It's profusely.
Anyway, personal hygiene with clothes, right?
Yeah.
At what point, this is probably a moot point for you, but at what point do you actually consider
Washing
the cleanliness of your clothes when you leave the house?
I don't.
It depends
That's
on the
why I said
clothing.
it's a moot point for you.
Depends on the clothing. What?
You're wearing a white t-shirt with trackies.
If it's a white t-shirt, I always make sure it's as clean as possible.
What do you get away with? Where's your line?
Sweat stains.
I mean, after 1 to 2 wears, you maybe get a bit of sweat on the back of the collar, yeah?
Okay.
I'll wash it.
I walked out of the house. Like, I was in a funk this morning. I was like half asleep. See the smoke all over Melbourne?
No.
It was bad in the CBD. Like I woke up and because of the it travels up, it just hit my window. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was in a fire when I woke up.
What was it?
But back burning, I think, just because the rain stopped. So they're just trying to get some back burning done. Because it was like 23 degrees today.
Yeah, it was pretty warm.
2023. Anyway, so I was in a bit of a funk. I had a headache, so I took a pill. I'm sitting there doing work, and at some point I got hungry. I'm like, what?
Taking pills, huh?
I'm allowed to take a pill for a headache. Are you serious? Moving along. I was in a funk, so I got up to go get food. At that point,
When was the last time you had a shower?
that morning.
Oh,
This
okay.
morning.
All right.
Yeah, but the clothes I was wearing, I'd made something quick to eat for breakfast earlier in the day, and it had honey on it, and it dripped down and landed like on my trackies across the front.
Anything's a go on trackies.
And I'm just like, I only noticed it when I started walking out of the house. I'm like, I probably should have changed. Like, this isn't the best
Just
look.
could have eaten some water on it and it's fine.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying as well.
I found myself leaving the house with like a stain on a t-shirt.
Well, you're a bum anyway.
People would just assume you're a bum.
Yeah, they look at you and like, look at him. He's a poor kid, you know.
Needs a haircut. Needs a shave.
Yeah.
You have the longest hair and the dirtiest beard out of all of us.
Yeah.
But I'm the one that needs
But
a
I don't
haircut
care
and
what
shave.
people think of how I look. I'll walk out of the house, shit stains and all.
Independent man.
I will regularly walk out with stains if I have to. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. At what point is it questionable where it's like, yeah, you should probably change that shirt?
Most of my stuff has holes in it and I still wear it, so...
Oh my God, that's why I said it's a moot point with you. Fuck
I
me.
usually have like a limit on a couple wears and then I'll wash them. Depending on what the,
Electricity is not cheap.
No, that's true. I just
gotta
bring
get
it down to
used
the
to it.
river, slap it
Have
on
a
a rock.
sniff.
Do they teach hygiene in school?
I would hope so.
No.
You don't think so?
Did you learn it in school?
No.
No.
But I would think they would now.
It's a genuine question.
They're worse Anyway, we're not getting into that.
I don't know because I mean,
no woke discussions today.
I live in a building with 3 elevators, right? So you're constantly almost always going to get into an elevator unless it's very late at night or early in the morning.
And you're going to get that pong.
There'll be someone there.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
come on, my friend. No. I'll wait for the next one.
I get in, Matt. No, but dude, it's all sorts. It's all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't look. You want to pigeonhole South Asians? It's a matter of diet, right? Like if you sweat curry leaves out, it'll be in your system for 48 hours, let alone if it's part of your staple.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily hygiene. That's just function of food and body at work. Even like, take fucking delivery drivers, take whoever, it doesn't matter, take tradies. Some points, like you get in this lift and you physically can't breathe. It's like, what?
The air's heavy.
Heavy?
Yeah.
It's suffocating, man. It's like Zyklon B.
It's usually BA. It's usually
Auschwitz reference for
It's
you.
usually BA, yeah?
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't these people live with people? Isn't there someone that's going to tell you, mate, have a bath?
There's certain people, I don't know, like there's certain people that just, it's not an issue. There's a guy that we work with and he tries to mask it with Tommy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You can't.
That makes it worse.
The combination of Tommy and BA.
No, yeah, that makes it
I was
worse.
walking to work and I wasn't even in the shop yet. I was a shop down and I could smell it. I'm like, what is that?
I mean, if I smell like shit, I'm going to have a shower. If my clothes smell like shit, I'm going to wash them.
I don't know.
To a degree, I think everyone has to understand there's a limit, right? If you can smell something, it probably needs a wash. And if you can't, then it's probably fine.
I took a mate to a Warhammer swap meet 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no, here we go.
I'd love to see it, those things.
Oh, mate, I made a
why?
bargain.
Because this idiot would walk in thinking he was like some exalted leader, like he was above the minimum rabble.
You want to hear a bargain?
No, I don't care about your bargains.
He brings a trumpet boy.
No, because he'd walk in with that air of pretentiousness.
He'd be like, Jonathan the Great has entered the building.
Your first stand is to the left.
This pleases me.
Trades. I need trades.
A Pepsi Max for your thirst.
Max. Let's just say this guy he goes to market, like he's got a stall at a market.
I'm off to market.
And he was in disbelief at the pong. Like, you know that, I don't know if you get to that stage, you at least wipe yourself down, but you know the dudes that don't wash at all and it's a month to 2 months deep.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
that's disgusting.
it is like flesh. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's like rotting flesh, right?
Not rotting, but it's like
You gag.
Yeah.
Dude, I've gotten into these lifts and I'm physically it's like
oil, fat and oil.
It's a 25-second like elevator
Take the
ride.
stairs down.
And I'm dying. Like I literally can't breathe. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
There is one benefit to that though, right? You're probably not going to get eaten by a cannibal. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Not going to get eaten by a cannibal, not approached by the opposite sex.
Yeah, well, there's a chance that you avoid getting raped too, right? Like if there's an offensive smell.
They just kill you.
But then again, people eat that, like those eggs that have like the chickens in them.
Century eggs. Oh,
Yeah,
the Balut.
People do. That's an acquired taste.
Balut.
What are that?
It's a Filipino dish where they basically get an embryo egg that
Did you just hear the tone in your voice when you said that? It's a Filipino dish.
Oh, it was Chinese.
He's just throwing it under the bus.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Filipino original.
Like the egg.
Okay.
And they have
So there's a century egg.
I'm looking this up.
That's Chinese. That one, they basically ferment the egg inside and it turns black.
Yeah, but the egg has the chick,
That's Filipino.
the chick in it.
It's called Balut.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Oh, here we go. Balut. Found it. Oh, my God.
Filipino, yeah?
I found it. Oh, my God.
Hang on. Is a fertilized developing egg embryo that
Different
is
stages
boiled,
they sell it at.
that is boiled or steamed and eaten from the shell.
Yeah.
It is commonly sold as street food in South China and Southeast Asian countries, notably the Philippines, Cambodia, and Vietnam. The term comes from the Filipino language. There you go. The length of incubation before the egg is cooked is a matter of local preference, but generally ranges between 14 and 21 days. So it's a fertilized bird.
It's a baby chicken. Yeah.
Usually a duck, which is incubated for a period of 14 to 21 days, depending on the local culture, and then steamed.
No! Never
Maybe
again.
that's the cause of all your problems.
It is not
desirable.
I don't know why. I don't understand. It's one of those things that for a long time it's a traditional thing and people like got stuck to it, but it is not in any way, shape, or form
a lot
enjoyable.
of these foods
You can feel, just let me add this in there before you go on, the bones.
Of course you can.
And the little body parts in your mouth, and it is the most disgusting.
Did you eat it all?
No, I spat it out.
Okay, wait a second. So you got no problem eating flesh from an animal, but you can't eat the body of an animal?
In that form, no.
Why?
Because I wouldn't put an entire cow in my mouth.
Yeah, but you'd have no problem sitting by a lamb on the spit and just ripping bones off and chewing on it.
No, for sure. But I also wouldn't. It looks like a raw form. That's the problem. It looks raw.
Is it raw? Or steamed?
Supposedly it's cooked, but it looks raw to me. It looks like a little baby.
Your issue is that it's raw.
Well, it looks raw.
No, but is that the issue, or is it the issue that
it's the texture too? It's not an enjoyable texture. Like, I'm good with a lot of textures, but it's like slimy, gooey, but then you feel like the little bones in your mouth and you can like move your tongue around and feel like the little legs and, the little arms. It's just not, like
the psychology
it's
behind it at that point is too far gone.
Right. So you do something for survival? Sure. That's a survival food. I have to eat that thing. It was living a second ago and it's like a little baby, whatever. And then you give me a chicken breast, and I'm like, well, it has no face, it has no personality, I don't know anything about it. I can just eat the chicken breast and enjoy
Faceless, yeah.
Yeah. Same with a lamb, right? Like, when it's originally uncooked.
Lisa, you said you love me.
It's more intimidating.
Love me. Why does it sound like a lamb?
It's more intimidating when you see the face uncooked as opposed to when it is cooked, and you're like, give me the eye.
So you wouldn't be able to eat a chicken leg if it had the actual feet on it?
No, I could. Chicken feet.
No, I'm just wondering.
You always ask these questions, and then your response was like, okay. Like, you don't buy it for shit.
It's the same as
I don't, but okay.
It's the same as veal, right? Like, I'm not a big fan of veal. I think it's a waste of meat. It's a waste of potential for an animal.
I don't buy it, but that's cute.
You why not let it get another 100 kilos on it and then, feed many people?
Because the meat is supposed to be much, much
it's
more...
It's not, though. I would take a steak over veal any day.
But that's your personal preference.
Yeah, that's preference.
Anyone would take a steak over veal any day.
I disagree.
You just repeat the same thing again to reinforce your fact. And I meant to be like, oh, yeah.
Of course.
I didn't see it that way.
He said it. He said it much twice. More fresh insight.
He said it twice and he convinced me.
Right over my head, man.
Okay, would you pick a steak or a veal?
I grew up in a house where we used to have veal like Parmesan all the time.
Yeah.
I haven't. Look, I'll be honest. I haven't had it in years.
I had that option tonight.
I think I had that option at I got it at a restaurant like 3 months ago. Just because I saw it. I'm like, shit, I haven't had veal in like fucking yonks. I don't know. It's just meat. Like,
yeah, but if you had the choice, you would. Which one would you have?
Depends how it's presented. I don't know. I'm open to all types of shit, man. I don't care. You're very regimented like that.
Try balut.
No, there's no way.
Come back. Okay.
It doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah. No, that's the same with me.
You know something that Greeks always say? Greeks do it, all right? I'm not going to speak for every European.
Yes, you will.
No, I'm not. But Greeks always say, when they see like South Asian countries eating things like insects and like random rodents and stuff, it's like...
Dirty Asians.
It's not the fact that they're dirty, but it's like, is there nothing else to eat?
Uncultured Asians.
But I mean, the thing is, a lot of this diet, this food cuisine was developed out of hunger, wasn't it?
That's why. That's what I
mass
say.
Hunger?
I understand when it comes from like mass hunger, right?
Yeah.
If you're starving, you'll eat whatever you find in front of you. You'll boil your leather belt if you have to.
Yeah.
But we're not in that, like, certain parts of the world are still in that part. But to go to, like, let's say Taiwan and walk down a street market where there's, like, affluence, you know, like you know what I mean? Like, people have got money, clearly. It's not and they're still serving the same cuisines. It's like, haven't you moved past the roasted crickets?
Probably become...
That's what I mean, right? They get stuck in it.
It might have become like a cultural dish after that because...
I know, but at some point, shouldn't you just look at it and say, yeah, we probably shouldn't be eating that?
Well, don't they want you to start eating that? Oh, sorry.
If I've questioned people from
he said no weak stuff. That's okay.
No.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe later.
Just as long as we don't go into...
No, because now...
outcome.
No. Who's talking about that? No, just because there's a big push now because they're saying you shouldn't be eating meat. So they're trying to introduce insects into diet now. They're trying to substitute, like, you know what your fillers are in food?
Yeah.
They're trying to substitute that as insects instead of soy.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take an insect over soy.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Where?
It's all over the news. Not now so much, but probably in the last 2 years, it's been.
Are you talking out of your ass?
No. He's right. They're saying that it's more sustainable to have farms of insects than it is to have farms of cows, for example.
But how is eating insects any more ethically?
It's not, but it's just more sustainable than destroying
Then
land.
you're still a hypocrite. Like your whole balance of ethics on the morality of eating meat is based on the fact that you're eating a living thing.
Well, I think the reality is there's
insect
no
lives
balance.
not matter.
No. But
Why?
No. I'm saying I agree. There is no balance. You can't. There's no win situation in this because there's such a big population around the world and there's only a limited amount of land and we keep building and developing on other land and there's no solution to what these people complain about all the time. And you can't just stop something because it doesn't work for you. But they're saying that in a controlled environment of a laboratory or something like that where they can raise insects, they could raise many, many, many more with a higher protein ratio to the size that they are because it's high in protein. You would be able to get your protein fix in a much shorter supply of food than you would than eating a whole steak, for example.
Okay. I remember years ago, a mate of mine said to me, he thinks that the fireworks at Moomba and New Year's and all that sort of stuff is a waste of money and the money could be better. Like, what's a budget for like New Year's Eve fireworks?
No idea.
$1 million? I don't know.
Yeah, it's up there, right?
Yeah.
If it's not 6 figures, I'd be surprised. 7 figures, I'd be surprised. And he said it's such a waste of resources. Why not put that money back into schools and hotels, hospitals and whatever, right? And I said, look, man, I'm all for frugal, like sensible spending. At the same time, sometimes we do shit just to do shit because it's enjoyable.
It's community building.
It's as a human race, like it's nice to just do some cool.
It's a
shit.
celebration of the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm not saying tear your city down doing it, but I'm just saying like sometimes what we do doesn't have to be justified by what is, fiscally viable for the planet. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, we could get rid of our cars and just ride e-scooters every day.
No,
but but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why don't we? Because we like to drive well-engineered cars.
I like to feel safe when I'm on the road with walls and a ceiling and.
Or we could all just commute on a bus.
Ew.
What are you? That was the worst response you could ever give. What's wrong with the bus, man?
Get on the bus. I'm out. Say Uber.
Someone sneezes in the back and it lands on his neck and he feels the mist.
He just runs. He just walks off the bus. He's already in his jocks. Burn it all.
Dude, he actually sits down. It's like...
You pull the cord.
Nice knowing you all. Gets off, just delouses. No, but I'm just making a point. Yeah, raising us to eat insects. What insects are we talking here?
Crickets.
Just anything, yeah. Any small insect.
So we're going to substitute.
Worms.
What show was that when it's like, how much insect is too much insect before somebody realizes? What was that in Community or was that a different show?
I don't remember that.
It was like, how much insects can I put in my friend's food before he realizes? And like he's been feeding him like crickets for like months and months and months. And he's like, he realized his friends are there. He's like, I've been in your like just cracking it. Like I've been in this experiment for like 6 months without even knowing.
No, but okay, let's say potentially crickets. We're going to substitute.
That's what they want to do. Yeah,
crickets.
Yeah, they've made they not the so you heard about in the Netherlands how they basically they put this I don't know exactly what it was, but they put restrictions or they said they were going to remove farming from within the Netherlands, and there was this mass protest. All these farmers were blockading, I don't know if it was Amsterdam or what it was, with their tractors. Some cops even shot at them, like, because it got pretty full on. And this is in response to, basically helping the environment and all that stuff, but they're taking the livelihood away of these farmers with no solution for them what to do. Like, just fend for yourselves, find another way to find money. Yeah. And now that party that put that into effect has, like, resoundingly lost power in the Netherlands government, and like this grassroots farmers party that was supporting these farmers is basically now the most powerful, most prominent party in all of Netherlands. People aren't going to just bend over and take it. I'm not gonna, like, you're going to eat crickets just because someone tells you to.
I think before we get to eating crickets, there's about a million other things we can get rid of.
Yeah.
And sort out. Do you know what I mean?
Get rid of soy.
You always have this beef with soy.
Hate soy.
Why?
Because it's bad. It's bad for you. It's proven to be bad for you.
So then why do they keep pushing it as an alternative?
Because it's super cheap. It's extremely cheap to farm and maintain and get out there, and it's profitable.
But they say that it's like the best alternative to like milk and shit.
It's not. It's terrible. There's no study saying that it's good for you.
Then
There's plenty
how
of
do they
studies
get away
saying
with pushing it then?
It causes so much inflammation in your body, it's on another level. It's like saying canola oil is good for you. No, you'll probably die eventually if you consume enough of it. You get cancer or something, you're gonna cop it. It's terrible. But they push it because they can do it so cheap. There's so much profit in it.
I don't know.
There's more bad studies showing the links between bad things happening, outcomes from a diet consisting of these things than good that it's doing. And yet still we have like the Heart Association comes out and says have canola oil with everything you do.
Didn't they say it was Heart Smart?
Or Heart Smart, whatever it is. Yeah.
No, like canola oil.
Yeah, it's got the thing on it. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
How's it ridiculous?
Because it's cooked at such a high heat that it kills everything good in there. It kills everything bad, but it's so highly oxidized that when you consume it, oxidation goes into your body and causes inflammation. Inflammation is like the root cause of most disease, right? You have enough inflammation and it causes enough things. Usually the presumed link is that inflammation will eventually cause cancer as well because it makes cells evolve into cancer cells and open up. So how can you take that knowledge and do a Heart Smart on a product that is so bad for you? Exactly, right? It's fucked up. It's not right.
Do you know how many times this week I've been in meetings with clients and I've actually said to them, I've done the money thumbs, whatever, as the solution to whatever like they're actually talking about. They're like, oh, but why, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I'll be saying something else and I'll just be doing these ones and they start laughing. It's the truth.
It's what it comes down to. Whatever is the bottom,
Yeah.
You know what killed me? Seeing Trump fly his private jet from Florida to New York, go to the courthouse, plead not guilty,
then get back on the
plane and go back to Mar-a-Lago. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
For the amount of people can't stand him. There are some gold interviews, I've got to say.
It's because he's off his head.
It's great though. It's
it's
great entertainment.
He's actually insane.
That's what I said from the
so
start.
entertaining.
It's entertaining, but he's actually insane.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like, you listen to his rabble.
I'll take it.
No, but like you watch him blunder and bluster through like one of these, rallies or whatever. And I swear to God, within 30 seconds, like, how is this man on a podium in front of these people that are bleating and screaming for his kids? You know what I mean? Like, we love you. Like, this man is a fool.
I mean, you'd have to be a psycho anyway to want to run a country anyway.
With the amount of content around Biden and like all the things that he does, like I would almost pick Trump at that point if I had to vote because Biden's lost his plot. Like I again, you know me, I'm not political. I don't give a shit. I don't care. If I didn't have to vote, I wouldn't. But unless people are editing it so it looks really bad, the guy is gone. He's absolutely gone.
Look this way. If Biden is starting to lose his marbles just based on his age, right?
How old is he?
He's 79, isn't he?
Something like
80?
that. Yeah.
That's up there for a world leader.
Most of the, like, that's the problem. Like, there's such a big imbalance with ages and stuff in politics. But if you had to write him off just based on senility, okay, I'll cop that. But when you watch Trump, he's only a couple of years younger than him.
Really?
Yeah.
76,
I think. 75 or 76.
Damn, they're up there.
Yeah. When you watch him bluster through his press conference, where he's got no idea what he's talking about, outright saying lies that have been proven over and over and over again. Just like, Jesus Christ, like you have actually got no idea what you're talking about.
They need fresh blood.
And at the end of the day, it's just another grift. Comes back down to money. Like he's raised like $4 million since he got announced that he was going to be indicted and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? It's clearly a grift. But the fact that the lambs keep lining up to be slaughtered.
How is that all
but
the
that's what
options
politics
they have?
is. That's what politics is.
Yeah, true.
It's always like that. You got to convince enough sheep to vote you. It's a popularity
says
contest.
the power monger that spends most of his days playing, like, what's it called? What are the name of the games where like they are strategic?
Civ?
War games.
Yeah, no, but what's the actual name? They've got it like a
Grand strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, grand strategy games. Yeah.
And if I move this over to here, this will destroy their environment, which will then cause an influx of refugees over into the southeast of
Forcing
Indonesia.
them to come into my...
Which will then overlay their economy,
I love it.
and they won't be able to sustain it.
Yeah, John's playing the moral high horse. He's got these colonies lined up in his head.
We release the locusts into their rice grain fields.
I don't know. I think it's all going to implode, man.
Oh, of course.
Finland joined NATO.
Yeah. You're going to love sports.
Yeah, man. And then Putin comes out saying this is a direct threat to us. How?
This is a direct threat to us. Well, you did just attack a country.
You attacked a country on their borders.
Unprovoked,
completely isolated from the rest of the world. This is a direct attack on us. How? If you want to talk about leaders that have lost their marbles, man.
Yeah.
When is this going to spill over to like just worldwide nukes? Seriously. Are we still going to be doing this podcast when the mushroom clouds are
Yeah, we will, but with like those gas masks on. dual chamber gas masks.
It's like, I think that line's finally dead outside.
I think Destiny released some skins. It'll be like that movie Don't Look Up. Did you ever see that?
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I didn't watch. I watched it in the background as Dean was watching it.
Yeah, I watched it like as a background movie. It wasn't bad, right?
Yeah.
It got acclaim, and then it didn't for being like ultra woke or whatever.
Never heard of it.
It was okay. It was just about like there was a
Media, and then they were trying to figure out how to break it or something.
Basically, came to the conclusion that there is no way to avoid this. This was going to be the end of the world,
Right.
So it deals with like
Yeah.
what you'd be doing, yeah. But,
So DiCaprio is what, the main...
He's like a scientist, yeah, like behind it. As in who discovers it and like tries to push the government to find a solution.
And then, was there a solution?
The president at the time was played by Meryl Streep, and she's like a real Trump sort of figurehead, like real just arrogant and brash and all that. Spoiler alert, there is no solution. A few people make it out of the planet, most people don't.
How the hell do they get out of the planet?
They fly to
Like a pod,
planet.
yeah.
And then go where?
To another, like, somewhere
Inhabitable
else.
planet.
Is that when that doesn't
And then
sound,
they get eaten.
it doesn't sound possible. They get eaten?
Yeah.
By what?
Well, they discover local fauna and flora that kills them.
Then you go up.
Oh, so they find
Meryl
another...
Streep's the first one.
They find another Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They land on like another inhabitable planet.
And what, they get out of the pod and they just get eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah, that's what Dean said.
It was-
He goes, what a piece of shit.
It was okay. There were quirks to it, but in the end, it was like, yeah, all right. But my point is that Jonah Hill is in it, plays like some sort of publicist or
Yeah, that's right.
media head, and he comes out of like the debris of like New York or whatever that's been crumbled, and he's got his phone out like trying to do like a Insta live story saying he's like the last survivor on Earth. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. The world will go to shit, but this podcast will still be going.
Oh, yeah.
And the line,
We'll be on
like I
pod-
said, the
we'll be
line
on
will
pod.
finally be gone. Of all the complaints.
We'll have made so much money from this podcast by that point, we can afford a spaceship to take us to another planet.
So is this the start of like the Heaven's Gate cult?
Oh, yeah.
We're prophesizing the end of the world.
Just make sure to take a weapon with us, so in case there's local fauna.
The
I got
tripods.
those Rice Krispies. those monkey bars. Yeah, just have this. Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, I thought you meant shank them, but yeah, all right.
I don't see either of you chipping into what's in that fridge, man.
Huh?
I don't see you guys chipping in.
I think I bought a
What are you talking
case
about? I
of
bought
water once.
the...
the mince
coffees?
pies.
Huh?
The mince pies.
Are they still there?
I had to throw them out. They stunk the whole fridge out.
Mince pies? Didn't I buy booze?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
I did.
these?
Yeah.
Was it from that fight night?
Yeah. And the Canadian Club?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I've done waters.
I was going to say.
I bring coffees every episode, but now I don't because they changed to the eco-friendly cups and the
eco-friendly
lid
cups?
No
7-Eleven,
melts.
they changed their coffee cups to eco-friendly, so they're recycled.
So what does that mean?
And so when you drink from the actual cup, the lid is like cardboard now,
Okay.
and it tastes the flavour of the coffee, and it's disgusting now.
Is there any way around it? Can you take your own container in?
I think you can only use their recyclable cups that they like sell because they charge you by cup, their cups.
So just bring in your own and fill it. with their amount of liquid.
I'd have to run it past the manager.
Management at 7-Eleven.
But it's my... No. Oh, come on, you can still charge... No.
I have an ethical question.
Ooh, my favourite.
Relax, man. A man paid 10 grand to meet a woman he followed on OnlyFans.
What dumb shit.
And he only got a hug.
Is this that one with the picture?
And then days later, she posted a photo while she was on vacation with her actual boyfriend.
Yeah, that's his own fault.
Is a buyer beware?
That's buyer's an idiot.
It's buyer's an idiot.
Yeah? Imagine 10 grand to meet, like, an OnlyFans creator and you got a hug.
They all have boyfriends.
Yeah.
Or husbands or partner. There's no one single on that platform. No one who's making that much money, who's probably hot, albeit with makeup, is single. They're not.
Yeah.
It's like that Roth chick.
Amaranth, yeah.
Amaranth, yeah. She, like, she's one of the biggest Twitch streamers, females. And she has an OnlyFans.
Pull up her video. Go to YouTube. No, just go YouTube.
And people were like super pissed because she had a husband.
Yeah.
She was married. They found out and everyone was like pissing money into her.
Do you want to see
like
her,
millions?
Her fantastic content? Like, it's so creative.
It's trash. She's trash. Oh, sorry. It's great.
I'm just going to
go YouTube, Amaranth.
I've got to load it up.
ASMR.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hang on.
Mind you, I've never seen a stream with her where her tits aren't hanging out. Never. And that's fine.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But, you know.
Look, I try to sit through streams, different types of streams. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't sit through other people just sitting there and talking crap.
Yeah. Entertain me.
Yeah, it has to be entertaining. Not just sitting there watch something else or whatever, you know?
The worst is like, there's no talking, there's no interaction. It's just some guy watching.
The only ones I'll watch will be Asman. Because I like how he just cracks it in.
He's a fucking troll, though.
Where's the one where she's licking the thing? There we go.
Streaming licking. This will be good.
This is quality content, dude.
See, if we do this, we get yelled at.
I know.
So she can do it and she can earn millions.
Welcome back to another ASMR session. Don't forget to subscribe, turn notifications on, like the video.
What the hell's she doing?
Tell me where you're from
ASMR,
in the comments below. I love.
She's got 734,000 subscribers.
4.8 million views.
Yeah. Wait till she starts licking.
All over the world through online experiences. Tonight I am cosplaying Black Widow. I was wearing it on my Twitch stream and thought I might as well record a video while I'm still in it.
I'm sorry, what are we watching?
This is quality content, creative content on Twitch.
What is the point of this?
People donate money during the Twitch stream to have their
name called out.
Linked in a certain way.
As they hear their name, they climax.
Is that your climax?
Their climax.
That's like an old man on a bus.
Can you imagine him being at home? Johnny, you
okay? There's the licking. This is what people pay $10,000 to go and meet.
She makes millions upon millions, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about shit money.
I'm stopping this because I can't.
Yeah, watch it when you get home. Where are my wireless headphones? Straight to the toilet.
Book out the theater room.
Like, Google her, just copy paste her name and say like earnings or something like that. It's astonishing how much money she makes.
Hang on.
I think she's the highest grossing female streamer now.
Oh, I thought you were going to say artist.
Piece of poopies.
Amaranth.
Just copy paste. You should just copy paste.
Earnings.
Yeah.
$20 million
yearly.
1.5 million a year for doing what?
Per month.
But what was she doing?
OnlyFans.
Andy's our resident OnlyFans expert, so what
I'm
would
done.
you be doing on OnlyFans?
I've never subbed to her, no, I will never.
I'm done.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
How can she make $20 million a month doing that? A year, sorry, doing that. Who pays for that?
All the guys.
That's the crux of it, Dim. The crux of it.
Don't you feel ashamed to like be
There
a
is
man?
no shame on the internet.
No, but like, you know what's interesting, man? Like the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a clean and sweep of my Instagram account.
Yeah.
Again.
Started unfollowing, like indiscriminately. And I don't mean people that I know. I'm talking people that like just fan accounts or whatever I'm following, yeah? Model that like
Yeah.
I would have been into 2-3 years ago. She's putting a video up of her like, dancing or I'm like, nah, gone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not paying tribute anymore to these idiots that are pantomiming to loops. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm outright done. I was saying to myself, I don't know if you heard the episode I did with Alex a while ago. My mate Tits, Rifleman.
Yeah.
We were talking about content creation.
Yeah, this rings a bell.
Yeah, and I said how me and him were both pre-digital content creators that will never get $1.5 million a month for licking a microphone. Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe we could.
It's obscene, right? That kind of money is obscene. The fact that it's valued, right? So I said, you know what? Not buying into this anymore. Any more stupid TikTok recycled videos of like pantomimes, gone. I don't want to see it anymore. Interestingly enough, I started like vetting like all the accounts. So like a model would pop up. I'm like, okay, who is this? Hit a link tree, OnlyFans account. Gone. To the point where literally any
Now he's following
time.
43 people.
Do you know what's funny? I'm like him, except I'm bookmarking all of them. Linktree.
Do you ever get round to them all with all these bookmarking?
No, there's too many.
Do you know what he's going to be like? It's like that.
It's like one day.
It's a take it on a
It
daily
was in Family
basis
Guy, I
thing.
think, where it's that little germ with the glasses and all the books, and everyone disappears. Like,
Yeah.
I've got all the time who wants to read these books, and then he drops his glasses. No, that can't be. No, there's now time. That's going to be you on your deathbed. You're going to be like, just
still bookmarking,
rage scrolling through his bookmarks, like, No, but I refuse to support that system anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to, dude. You see these accounts just pop up. Or it could be just someone you know's friend that's commented in the same thread that you have.
Yeah.
You click in on like, who is this person? Linktree, OnlyFans, and they've got like 300 followers themselves. I'm like, what the hell? It's like now, OnlyFans is a what's it called? A viable business, entrepreneurship, like a sole
career,
sole
basically.
trader.
Yeah,
they're sex workers. I have no problem with sex work.
digital sex workers.
I have no problem with sex work, right? Okay, rather like legalize the shit so people aren't doing it on the streets. It's the oldest industry in the world. But the point is, it's now become something to put on your CV.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Soon as they're done, they go into marketing, and then they're like, "What did you do?" "Oh, I'm marketing my OnlyFans. I made $20 million a month or a year." You're not going to say no at that point. They're a genius, but they're not reality. It's just a bunch of horny dudes that are pissing money away.
Where is all this money coming from? Like, where is this money being generated from? Where dudes? I mean, I don't know about you.
Well, these guys are, instead of spending their money on Warhammer, they're spending.
I'm sorry, no, but hang on,
No,
man.
they're spending it on Warhammer too. It's budgeting, John. It's
No, but
budgeting.
it's the point. It's the point. It's the point of the conversation, right?
This month I can get one figurine and I can get one custom video done.
No, but like, think about it.
I know.
Think about it. This is my gripe, yeah? Like, dude, remember back in the day when you knew, like, porn actors? Like, you knew their names, yeah? You had Naughty America, you had all the different companies, yeah?
They're still around.
They're still around. But now it's like there's a glut of, sex workers online, and they're just business owners now, selling photos of their feet, right? And ASMR videos like that. Makes no sense. Like, what is this? My whole point is that where is all this revenue coming from? Like, someone's got to be paying for it at the end of the day. I don't know about you guys. I don't have that kind of expendable cash to be paying for an OnlyFans subscription and then customized videos on top of that. It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's all on credit. Can you use credit to donate through OnlyFans?
Yeah, in America, it's a big thing to use those systems.
Or is the stereotype actually ringing true, where it's these dudes that literally spend money on nothing else but?
No, 100% it is.
And that's why they can't buy it. They can't get out of rent-controlled buildings. That's why they can't.
It has to be.
Dude,
why else would, like... Look, I'm more... No, that's all right. Go. Talk.
Well, the amount of money that these guys are pissing into it, it might seem like a small amount initially, but they get tricked. All these platforms are very well researched, right? They're not just making a platform and whatever happens. No. There's big brains behind this that have the data to say this is going to be really addicting. This is how we're going to get people to trick them
it's
into...
like a pokie machine, man.
100%.
Serotonin hit. It's clued up.
Yeah.
So you have a chance of 1 in 68% or whatever it is, or 70. What's the payout on a pokie machine? I remember there was a specific algorithm for it. It's like 71%. You had a chance of a win.
Don't know.
This was years ago. The machine is geared to win like 71% of the time, as in to give you a payout. But that payout isn't necessarily like a big payout. It could just be a incremental payout, which is half the bet that you've laid.
Yeah.
But it's a payout nonetheless. But that's I get it, right? Marketing, it all feeds into the serotonin, like that quick hit, the stimuli, like all that shit.
The problem with OnlyFans is that they hire someone in India or Philippines or something to sit there and chat 24/7.
Yeah.
Right? So they trick you into thinking that you're talking to the content creator themselves, and they'll be like, "Oh, baby, I love you so much. Please buy this video if you love me back." And lonely dudes fall for it. It's really sad and
do you think it's the new Nigerian prince scam?
Oh, dude. Yeah. It has to be. They're scamming.
I wonder if they're paying tax on this stuff.
No.
I would say they would have
surely,
to.
Surely the tax man would be knocking at their front door.
They
would have these new agents.
Fans.
Asians or agents?
Agents.
Oh, agents.
Remember how they said the IRS was getting like field agents?
Yeah. Pay tax. No.
No.
Cash. You can't buy pho or like dumplings with a credit card.
Take $100.
Hang on. It's important to note here that OnlyFans does not withhold taxes from your pay, nor does it organise your taxes for you. You're responsible for your taxes.
Yeah.
If you're in Australia, you work as a creator on OnlyFans, you're required to report your income and pay taxes on it. And because it's all digital, there is no real way to circumnavigate around that.
Mm-hmm. There's a trail for it.
Unless you're doing crypto or something like that.
Again, crypto's become so transparent now that you can't even really get around that anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Like everything's more traceable than a bank would at this point. It's more obvious where money's going.
I just don't understand where these people have this expendable income to feed into this, man.
Well, let's say, for example, she earns $20 million a year. She'll pay 50% if she's in, I don't know, let's say she's in LA, so she'll pay 50% of that. She still walks out with $10 million a year.
$1 million a month.
Let's just say, even though that probably wasn't the amount of actual subscribers she has, there were 700,000 subscribers there, okay? How many? I can't be bothered doing the math. You can do
That's
it. That's
just one platform.
That's just on YouTube. But let's just assume
she's earning money on multiple.
But let's
platforms.
just assume those are her Twitch subscribers. How much money would she need from those 700,000 to make that 20 million?
Well,
no.
Because
that sum was only OnlyFans.
You'd need $3 a person.
Well, that specifically said,
but I'm just saying, just as pure.
Every subscriber would have to
pure example.
She'd be running ads. Yeah. She'd be having sponsors.
Money from ads, sponsors.
There would be that's 20 million's OnlyFans.
You could have one schmuck that paid $10,000 to just meet up with her and give him a hug.
Yeah, because I remember one of the other ones I was in the middle of telling you about the ones I'm listening to. So like Asman, the Josh Strife. I like Rant On, and then probably one of the only female ones that I'll actually sit through and watch is the Patastic P one.
I don't know that one.
That's MXR plays.
Yeah.
It's his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
She's on Twitch, and she at one point, I'm pretty sure it was her that said it. She goes, at a certain point, you have to accept the donations, but you actually don't need them anymore. Because now you're getting advertising.
In the background, yeah.
You're getting all this other stuff in the background, but you've got people still donating to you when you don't need it. And it's like, thank you, but stop donating. And they say, stop donating. It's no longer
those people are too humble.
Yeah.
Because then, either that or they know that by saying that, people are going to be like, wow, this person's so humble, I'm going to keep donating.
I mean, there's a dude in New Zealand, he's a Maori guy, and he doesn't want people donating at all. He just does like woodwork and
but
stuff.
they can turn that. See, the thing is, you can turn it off. If there's no option to
really?
donate,
Okay.
they're not going to donate.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. By saying don't donate and then they get donated and they're like, oh, please don't. It's like, well, turn it off.
Okay, I put this back into the sphere of the idiots that started a GoFundMe to make Kylie Jenner the first self-made billionaire under whatever. Remember? She was already on her way to become a billionaire, but they started a GoFundMe to donate money
yes.
to a woman that had $750 million to get her over the line, right? We're in like recessions all over the world. They're like there's abject poverty like in developed nations now. So where are these idiots? Like what's like not? I thought most people were on the level. Has it got that far? Am I that out of touch?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You might go into the city and people will be wearing suits and ties and everyone's doing business, and as soon as they get home, that's it, man. I mean, I just got paid. Time to get on OnlyFans.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
As soon as I got home, I just thought of, I was listening to it. Do you want me to take the vanilla paste or the cuttlefish? That's what they got home for.
No, hang on, wait, let me ask you. Do you know anyone like that?
Like what?
Like that. As in a professional? That spends all day in the corporate world and comes home and literally just gears up his credit card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Many people, actually, not just one. Like a good... So a lot of my friends aren't like me, right? They have very good jobs. They're accountants, lawyers, dentists, doctors. They're all
respectable members of the community.
Very respectable members of the community.
I only have the dregs in this room.
And a lot of them... a lot of them have long-time partners.
He called you slow. Wow, you're still here? Oh my God, you are slow. Get the hell out. Yeah,
they all have long-time relationships. And it's still, they will put money aside and have a separate card, pretty much how I had to do it. That's how I got the idea, because they told me what they do. Yeah. So I was like, let me suss this out. So you go and get a separate bank account, separate card, you keep that sort of hidden, and then you're funneling money into that account that, can't really be traced back to you. And that's it. And you're just pissing money away.
I mean, if you were a woman and your partner was pissing away like a third of his salary on an OnlyFans relationship, what would you say?
I'd be pretty pissed.
I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Give that money to me. I'll suck your dick.
I'm picturing you saying it to a bloke. Give that money to me. I'll suck your dick.
1,300. I'll take 500.
500. Oh, wait, you said 13 first. No, but like, dude, I don't know anyone like that. And unless people are keeping skeletons in their closets, right?
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people are open
I'd be
about
embarrassed to admit that I was doing that shit.
Well, that's why. Yeah. That's why. I think a lot of people won't admit it. See, I didn't know my mates were doing it until I said, hey, I'm just like mucking around with OnlyFans. This is the most ridiculous shit. And they're like, yeah, we've been using it and blah, blah. People will open up once you open up about it, but they're not going to come out and be like, oh, man, check out this OnlyFans. No. Nope.
Dude, in these fiscal times, like, how does anyone have that kind of expendable income? Am I just that broke?
My mates have a lot of money. Yeah.
I'm talking to the wrong people.
Yeah. Like, my group of friends will average between 150 to 200K a year.
Okay. Even so. Like, you had a mortgage, you had rent, you had a car payment. A car payment.
I'm sorry. Look, I have to say something.
No, here we go.
I'm always under the assumption that you should never pay porn.
Nah, never.
No, I agree.
So 100%. What are they doing?
They're paying for custom conversations and custom things. There's this weird psychology of you being singled out by someone who's being very sexual. So when you say...
Can't you just go to a bar?
No, that's effort. You can sit in your underwear, pull it down, just sit there and donate $500 and be like, hey, I want this. I want you to do this, and I want you to say this, and this is my name, and put that in there. And then they'll send you a video and whatever you want. People have kinks that they don't want to admit, right? So maybe, like you said earlier, the feet thing, I don't know why, but people, I always assumed he's a feet guy. But with the feet thing, they might say, "Oi,
Can you get your foot away from my phone?"
We get him like a little toe dress. People have kinks. People have kinks that they don't want to admit because they're ashamed to. So when they can do it anonymously online, they will, and they'll pay good money for it. I'll take that money. I'll do whatever you want.
Wasn't there that case of that guy that was shaving down his feet and like putting up posts and saying that they were
tricking? Yeah.
Mm.
And underwear. There was an underwear one as well. He was wearing the underwear and like sweating in it. Because, panties are a big thing. And he was sweating in it, so it had a smell to it. It wasn't a good smell, but he was selling it, and it successfully sold a lot.
Here's a question. I mean, we all grew up in the same era, right? So we've seen the rise of digital pornography and all that sort of shit, right? When we were like in our early teens, that sort of era, I mean, you're 6 years younger than us, but still, it's relatable.
Yeah.
Like, you still could get physical magazines of like stick mags and stuff, right? At what point did it become this insane, like, culture online?
As soon as probably the internet, probably once cable broadband.
I was going to say ADSL.
Yeah, once internet was much
dial-up
more.
was not viable still.
Yeah.
But as soon as ADSL came out, you could actually watch a video, and porn videos started becoming a thing. I remember trying on dial-up and it was impossible. You couldn't watch it. But as soon as ADSL came out, everything, the game changed.
Phone rings
the
and
game
he's just losing it.
56.6 kb.
Ring, ring, no! Yeah, ADSL.
Blaming ADSL. Where's it going to go from here, though? I mean, I think we've mentioned this before, but I'm just thinking, like, how much more outlandish can it get?
I mean, it's already VR porn's already a thing.
Yeah. But
I do that regularly.
Nevertheless, all right. I'm just saying this whole social media like experiment, right? At what point does it crash?
Well,
is that just when there's a glut?
No, I think we're in it.
Or are we just going to be? Is life going to literally merge into this model where we just get up?
It already is, dude.
Buy work to get pellets, then we give half the pellets off to like a.
We are so ingrained in it that unless we have a civilization reset, it's not going away. It's staying.
But then again, look at when Musk bought Twitter. It was severely overvalued.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was going to be worth so much.
Did you see what he
more.
recently did?
No.
He changed the Twitter logo to the Dogecoin logo.
Yeah.
Dogecoin fucking skyrocketed in price the second he did it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was 60% up. I could be wrong on that, but I think it was 60% up. If you invested any sum of money, you'd be up 60%.
So,
for people who have massive amounts of money, like millions and millions, 1 second it took. It literally skyrocketed, right?
But how long is that going to go for? Isn't it eventually just going to be seen as this fluctuating thing that means nothing anymore?
No. We're in digital. We're not going back. That's it.
Well...
So the recent conversations about...
Going back on Dim's very first topic.
Oh, my God.
No, seriously, an example...
Give me the egg. I want the egg now.
Oh, he came around. Hey, is that Balut?
Balut.
Give me the damn egg.
2-week-old fermented chicken.
Look how easy it squished. It wasn't warm.
Way too easily.
It wasn't warm.
Yeah.
It wasn't warm. I just picked it up now.
I didn't hear it crack. It just flattened.
Cha.